Yeah. So here we are. Here we are. So welcome to Burn Notice.
What's this, week 3?
Yeah.
2026?
Yeah. It really, this 2026 seemed like it's been a year already.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. And we're flooding the zone. And that's what they wanted to do.
Right. Where to start?
Yeah. Where to start. So what we're going to do is... welcome to Burn Notice. This is Vince, the fire starter, a.k.a. Toto from The Wizard of Oz. That little dog was seeking the truth, and he knew the truth. And I'm going to tell you, it's some craziness going on, and we're going to get into it.
Right. Got OG Napalm Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem. You said, I know you've seen the little videos of the voiceover, the little voiceovers of those voiceovers that I've been sending you. The little
yeah.
That thing be funny. I got Joy hooked on this thing.
Yeah. They be changing out the
Yeah, I was like, I figured you would like that with the Marvel characters.
Oh, right. Hey, man, take Captain America, get on whole ass. Yeah.
Funny as I said, dude. That's funny, creative. So, but hey, welcome and happy MLK Day. Even if the White House don't want to tell y'all. You know, it's
they didn't celebrate it?
Well, they finally, after pressure, came out with a proclamation late at night saying something about it. But you know what though?
So petty.
It's very
Patricia petty pedophile, however you want to label.
And you know what though? But I wouldn't, because the NAACP was upset about it. I wouldn't have said nothing about it. I would have.
That's another whole.
That's
podcast.
a whole nother podcast.
We need to give up that battle. Like, what did you send me, or did I send you something we gotta do for self? No, you sent me with the Muslim cat.
Yeah. We do. So I mean, hey, let's
you
lead.
Know what it is.
Let's lead where it go.
Ask a rapist to stop raping people. Like, where you gonna go? Why you keep raping?
Oh wow. Yeah, so let's talk about it, because we're going to talk a little bit about MLK and stuff like that. Just kind of hold a little bit of legacy and how it's so funny how people that hated him all of a sudden using his words, and you know how they do. But talk about the NAACP. Let's talk about that a little bit on your mind. Let's go into it.
You know, cool organization, but you know we just got to get rid of that mentality like us. You know, we got to do for self, man. Like, it's already written on the wall. I don't know how many times they don't give a damn. Like, why you keep on?
Well, I think what you're saying, and we had this conversation a lot, is like, okay, we know why the organization was originally started.
Oh yeah.
I think what you're basically saying, and we kind of have this.
Who was it? We W.D. Du Bois and the lady. I forgot the lady.
Mine just went blank on that. I get what you're, and it kind of like with the conversation we have all the time, is that sometimes these organizations can get pretty pretentious and sometimes lose touch with what the original mission is.
Right.
And they're out of step. You know, they're out of step with doing, like I said, us as black people,
and they don't want to rock the status quo.
Exactly. We got to understand, y'all.
People inside them organizations, such as myself, the people that come across and want to, make a change and challenge the status quo, they look at you. They look sideways. Yeah.
Welcome to what MLK had to deal with even people here in Atlanta. That was the thing. People just like kind of like a lot of black leaders in Atlanta didn't want him to, hey man, stop rocking the boat. We good. Da.
Yeah,
Atlanta's always had some money.
History. Yeah,
correct.
Money, yeah.
But and so what they said, what's the saying? The prophet's never appreciated in his own city.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, you know what, y'all bourgeois Negroes. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go over here to Alabama. I'm gonna go over here to Mississippi. I'm gonna go over to places that people really want me.
Right.
And so that carries over to what you're saying is like, sometimes they're caught up in this. And let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it a bucket like we do. Sometimes we have a tendency, and this is not just the black community, but we're talking about the black community. Sometimes people get pretentious, start looking at what titles, what letters you have behind your name.
Definitely, yeah.
Some of these organizations can get pretentious, and that's why I believe they lose what the original mission was.
Mm-hmm. Because then they start making up what the mission was.
Correct.
I've seen that happen recently with an organization I'm part of, saying the founder, going back to the 1700s. So if you know what it is, you know what it is. And what I'm talking about, that's all I got to say.
Right.
I ain't going to say the organization, but they were saying that man was blah, 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 peacekeeper. No, he wasn't.
Right.
He'll be fighting against all this.
Right.
That original man that all these organizations have his name attached to it, man, he'll be looking at y'all like y'all crazy.
Correct.
Police brutality, this, that, and the third, racial injustice.
Correct.
But, that organization has to stay silent because the people y'all done let in.
Correct.
The Blue Shield is like a large percentage of it. So how you want them to march against police brutality when
you got the
30-something% of your organization nationwide is.
You got the blue line in the house. It's like
right.
It's like that video with the Black Panther Party in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you slave catcher telling the black police on the street, bro, you're a slave catcher.
Yeah.
You're part of that organization. I don't care. You put their uniform on.
Right.
And it's like whether you like it or not, you're part of the history and the legacy of that organization and what it was founded to do, as far as what the original policing was, which was slave patrols, bringing back, so there's a legacy that whether you like it or not, that you are a part of.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same thing like going in the military. It's kind of like, you got to understand that me being a veteran, I'm under no preconceived notions, or my vision's not clouded, that I'm a part of an organization that has done atrocities around the world.
Yeah, and done atrocities to blacks. We ain't even let blacks in to win. World War II? World War I?
Bro, yeah, yes. And they didn't desegregate.
And not even 100. Is it 100 years? No, it's.
No.
Yeah.
They didn't desegregate until the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to understand that in our community, and we're bringing it back to our community. My biggest issue has always been in Duke Nukem, to tell y'all, is like, my issue is I'm always about people on the street and what are you doing what are you doing on street level? And sometimes you could do more better than without an organization behind you.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Than to get caught up in the bureaucracy of that organization. Because like you said, some people are trying to change what the original founding was.
Yeah.
And I get
why
they
make it more passive, they make it more political, make it more palatable.
You know why they do that?
Palatable.
I get why they do that. Because because they have to rewrite the original founding, because if they kept the original founding, that would put heat on them to say, well, why ain't y'all doing what the original founder was doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like what people that try to make Jesus this very meek and docile person who didn't do anything, because that makes you feel comfortable that you ain't doing nothing out here, like Jesus was out here in these streets.
Right, yeah. But even Martin Luther King, the letter he wrote when he was in jail.
The Birmingham jail, yeah. That was deep.
He pretty much
he laid
straight,
it out.
But you will never find that in any history books.
No, you won't.
In any public school system.
You'll find just that little part of "I Have a Dream" speech.
Yeah.
That's it. His speech and his all that has been bastardized by everybody.
Yeah, because it was like we going to, meaning the other, those people, we're going to accept him, but we're going to accept him in this light.
Yes.
And the people that was in power was like, oh, that's okay, cool.
Right.
We won. No, you really didn't win in the end, because you let them construe and let them twist someone's legacy.
You're absolutely correct.
To fit what they wanted the narrative to be.
You ceded that ground to let them define.
Yeah.
And it's like, right. So, you got to look at the history of, like, okay, Ronald Reagan signed begrudgingly.
Right.
Signed to make Martin Luther King a national holiday. Mm-hmm. But this is the same Ronald Reagan that kicked off his presidential campaign in Mississippi, where the Freedom Riders were killed, where the Freedom Riders were killed, and he was down there saying he agrees with states' rights. It's like, come on now, you can't talk out both sides of your mouth, but they have they take that one line,
right?
Judged by the color. Don't be judged me by the color of my skin, but the content of my character. But they don't listen to the whole speech, or they don't have to listen. They just cherry pick.
Right.
Same thing like people do, so-called Christians who cherry pick the Bible.
Yeah, the same thing they do with Elijah Malik El Shabazz.
Right. Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've been so trained to call that man Malcolm X.
Correct.
But when he died, that was not his name.
That was not his name.
Malcolm X is tied into negativity.
Correct.
You know.
Right. Yes.
So instead of calling him, what is it? Malik El Shabazz.
Correct.
I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the first part. That's what we should be calling him.
Correct.
Like Muhammad Ali.
Correct. Right.
When Muhammad Ali died, he was Muhammad Ali.
Correct.
They didn't put Clash's case. So always bring that up to people like, why y'all still call that man Malcolm X?
Because what happens is the Malcolm X is the radical part that they want to show
that they keep promoting.
That's correct. And that's how they, again, they being the power, whoever, I'm going to let y'all fill in the blank of who they is. But no.
Ain't that crazy how we accept it, though? Even Spike Lee's movie, Malcolm X, but I know why he did that.
No. He
was showing the radical side. He
told a story.
Right.
I give Spike Lee credit how he did it, because that was
how you see it in his history books. They don't never mention the name that he changed his name to.
No.
It's always Malcolm X.
But who's the history book written by?
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not going.
Some y'all need to think about how you know.
Why would they tell the full story?
And I've been through a lot of religions, you know, Christianity, Jehovah's Witness, Muslim 5%ers, and sometimes you got to look at what the 5%ers say about some of their numbers. The trickster's always full of tricks. Mm-hmm. Trickster, he's a trickster. Yeah. You know, it may be a negative connotation, but I look at the personality.
It's
give us the shortest month of the year. It's comical.
The shortest and the coldest.
Right. It's a trick. It's a trickster's move.
Yeah. Nobody ain't trying to celebrate nothing in February.
Yeah. Trickster move. Then they put the Grammys and the Super Bowl, and then you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2 major events cloud it all out.
Yeah.
But they drown it all out.
Bro, but guess what? The powers that be do that to their own people. They do that to white folks. They don't want white folks to know their own history.
Yeah, tricksters. They
don't want white folks to know true American history. They don't want to know that. They sanitize that.
Because, you grew up down here, so that whole southern, what is it called, antebellum?
Oh, the whole lost cause mythology.
Yeah, how they were really trying to save the South, and that stuff was actually written in books, man.
Yes.
Like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I was listening to
They're trying to save their land.
Yo, I was listening to the author of if y'all get a chance to read this book called The Barn. Mm-hmm. White guy from Mississippi wrote it about the barn where Emmett Till was killed. Mm-hmm. Great book. And I listened to him being interviewed the other day, and he said, let me read to y'all what they say about Emmett Till in the Mississippi curriculum book right now. He read the book. He read it out loud. He said, it's basically paraphrasing. It said, Emmett Till, a young man, went into a store and basically sanitized everything, and then he got killed, and they moved on, and that's all they did. They didn't go into it. Bro, it's propaganda.
Yeah.
Because people just don't want to feel bad or shame, but damn, America can never.
But you can't control it. Well, they trying to control. They trying to sanitize it. Destroy the books, destroy the history.
Oh, they're opening, but they got the media. They're getting the legacy media now. That's what they want. That's what they want. They control, like CBS, Barry Weiss. Okay, we're not going to run this story of the Seacop prison down here in because, oh my God, that's going to look bad on the Trump administration. Oh, but she forgot to tell CBS in Canada not to run the story. They ran the story. And people went and said, oh, but
when they turned around and said it was fake news.
You got to look at who's trying to buy the media. Mm-hmm. The Ellisons. The Ellisons are trying to buy CNN.
Who's Ellison? Is that the guy they
Larry Ellison with
the guy that won't let he trying to
he trying to do the hostile takeover?
No, he's trying to manage sinners. Like you
Oh,
see,
is it?
you see, it's no. If that's the same guy, there's no.
I need to look up on
write
that.
up or anything about sinners when
The
it comes
movie
to the
Sinners?
Oscars. Yeah,
Oh wow, no,
like it's someone that owns like majority of the media, and he's suppressing it.
trying to suppress it.
Yeah,
They're outwardly doing what they do, and here's
sinister.
the thing.
Yeah,
But here's the deal. I'm glad they're doing it out in the open. Show us your freak flag. Show people what they really need to see. They really need to see y'all on some BS.
but some people that knew this, and like
We
you said,
knew.
we've been trying to tell y'all.
Well, let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it 100, Napalm. Bottom line is, what y'all seeing, black folks, we've been saying.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
but I don't understand why other black folks keep falling for the okie doke.
bro, you always going to have some people falling for everybody. All skin folk ain't kinfolk.
Yeah,
You're going to have, let me just tell you like this. I heard a saying that is beautiful. They said, man, how could these people be like, the Hodge twins and all these people? Let's just keep it 100. This is a saying that explains it all. Candace Owens, all these people, how Nicki Minaj, they getting on her, this, that, and other. Let me tell y'all something. This is a saying I want you to never forget. You will never go broke telling white people what they want to hear.
you're right about that. Yeah, Tim Scott.
You will never go broke.
You might get embarrassed,
You might not be invited to the barbecue,
Tim Scott.
but your pocket's you will sell your soul, Byron Donalds.
Right.
You will do all this stuff. That's just 100.
Yeah,
You will never go broke telling white people what they want to hear. So you're gonna have those people that are gonna be cooning, doing whatever to fill their pockets up and expose to who they really are. So
yeah, I told you about the Hodge twins. I used to watch them back in the day, because they would bodybuild, teach you workout routines and all that. Then
that wasn't making the money.
Yeah, one day I went to them. I'm like, cuz, what is, huh?
That's where the money's at, man. It's a grift.
Yeah,
The GOP.
and they been acting slow, but now they like,
Hey, the GOP, grifters, outlaws, and predators. So understand. So we got to understand. There are people that look like us that don't want to be us.
oh
First of all,
the Django. What's the
yeah.
butler?
Oh yeah,
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson. They again, but it's no different than the people. So in my opinion, our people who are in these organizations that are pretentious, they think they're better than the
Yeah, they
You
take
kinda feel
that
the same?
W.D. Du Bois mindset, but same thing with him. Same thing with Martin Luther King. They changed their mindset because they knew what they initially presented was going to be a failure.
right.
Same thing with W.D. Du Bois. He knew you could read, and that's the stuff they don't want
No.
to tell you. Same thing. He was against Marcus Garvey in the beginning,
In the beginning,
but then like towards the latter, and what he saw how they did him, he was like, wait a minute, nah.
yeah,
No, same thing with Martin Luther King. He
Yeah.
said, after the
Beyond-
Civil Rights Act was,
yeah.
he was moving on. He was like, all right, but now let's get our money right.
Let's
And
get
that's
our
when
money
they
right.
Popped them off.
That's why I keep telling people. I told a white lady just today that I said they didn't kill Martin Luther King when he was when he was marching for civil rights for black folks. It's when he's like starting to say, okay, hey, where the money?
Right.
Let's poor blacks and poor whites. We need to band together and get this money.
Hispanics, Mexicans, what was it, Asians, yeah.
Everybody. Hey,
Yeah.
we need to band together and become the voting bloc and start demanding. Oh yeah, this Negro
dude
got to
gotta
go.
go.
He
Yeah.
got to go. You
Yeah.
starting to affect the system.
Mm-hmm.
So and then when he hit that Beyond Vietnam speech, after that, the getting on Vietnam while we were over there, that's when he died. He was the most hated man at the time. The people, I'm talking about people just turned their back on him. But so we got to understand that this is bigger, man. It's hard to stick to your. Let me just be honest. It's hard to stick to your principles. Not me. But I can see how it's hard for people who are weaker minded to stick to their principle when money starts to get involved.
Yeah.
In position,
Mm-hmm.
in power. When you start to look at the Hodge twins and they doing the workout videos, like, man, this ain't making no bread like we did. Okay,
Right.
say they stumble into saying something that was maybe some conservative. They didn't even think nothing about it. All
Views
of a
blew
sudden,
up off that one, and they like, we riding with this.
we riding with this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's a hustle. It's a hustle. What about Drewski? And bro, Talk about the black community. And, bro, Drewski, if y'all haven't seen it, you got to be under the rock. Drewski making fun of these mega pastors and hit dogs a holler.
Yep.
Them pastors mad, but it's the truth.
Well, I've told you that years ago. That's the problem in the black community. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to face it. But those mega churches could clean up the black community. Like listen, y'all. You heard that?
Like that.
Like a snap.
Like that.
Like that. That. Bam.
Bro.
Bam.
Me and you have talked. I said, bro, the church is a new hustle.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Those mega churches, y'all want to get rid of crime, this, that, and third. They could get rid of. They got the money.
They got the money. They
can get their own security force.
Bro,
going security.
You talking about like how the Black Panthers were. You talking about how like the Muslims were.
Right. Yeah. Bro, yeah. They could clean up instantly. That's why I'm glad Drewski made. He made fun of the hypocrite.
And everything he made fun of, it was based off of actual stuff. Even out to the
outfit. Was the guy. Yeah, it was the guy. Yeah.
The guy, and then when he was floating, the guy who was floating, and then the guy with it. Bro, it's the hypocrisy and the ones who are mad about. Why are you mad at Drewski?
Yeah, I was mind boggled by people upset. Even Lecrae and one of the Christian rappers came in and was like, he ain't dogging Christianity, he dogging the hypocrites.
He dogging.
And then they was crickets once people like that they look up to us like, oh
yeah,
oh, well maybe he is. Yeah, y'all need to take a look in the mirror.
He's dogging the Pharisees.
Yeah,
he's dogging the same people who were the money changers in the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. So, like I said, it's a hustle. That's why they got on Joel Osteen back when the floods hit.
He wouldn't let nobody
in. Remember, we talked about that on the other burn notice. I said, y'all don't understand. Most churches, especially you go overseas, churches are open all the time.
Yeah,
it's a refuge.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody can go in and out the
seek shelter. Food.
Seek shelter. That's where it's at. Even Charleston White said that.
Clean. Able to bathe yourself.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We're not there anymore.
There's a few churches like that, but they small.
Yeah, they small.
The church I helped out here when I was telling you it looked like a third world country.
Yeah.
That pastor like that.
Yeah. But now
Pastor Luis, he like that.
You got gates around the church, doors locked, this, that, and the other. And hey, if you homeless, hey, bro, I get it how you live, bro. I don't know what you're going to. But no, bro, come on, man. The church will be open.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I said, I digress. I love my people. We got issues, but we got issues like everybody else. So I'm not crapping on our people, but we're not going to be ashamed to expose what it is,
right?
Because if we get this stuff out of the shadows, we can do better. We shouldn't. We got to expose it. If everything else in America is getting exposed, well, Donald Trump and all these people exposing who they are, shouldn't everybody be exposed? Everybody, doesn't matter what color you are. If you're doing dirt, you're doing wrong, you should be exposed. Mm-hmm. So Drewski comes out and does that, and the hit dogs are holler. So now people mad at Drewski, but deep down inside, it's true.
Ain't nobody mad at Drewski.
Ain't nobody. I think that's manufactured.
Yeah.
So all of this, this
they mad at themselves.
Prosperity gospel,
it's making them check their beliefs.
Yeah, right.
That's what it is.
Back in the day, Creflo Dollar, I need money for a $37 million jet. Now, I'm glad you said it out loud. I'm like, hey, if your congregation give, but you get $37 million jet, you need a new jet, but what you do community-wise? What you doing? That $37 million, man, that'd be a hell of a thing over there in College Park. There's that snap. That should be real. It's a new hustle.
$37 million, you could start a company and employ people. You could build something, a food.
Now. Watch yourself.
A supermarket or something.
Hello. Watch yourself.
You could build a corporation with half of that and employ. Let me see. You can
employ
salary,
people.
50, 150, 250, 350, 400, $500,000, 10 people. You could apply. You can employ 20 people to run your corporation for $2 million and probably start it up 5.
And then the people that will be employed off of that.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
10 people, 20 people, $50,000 a year.
Again, y'all, we're not dumping on our community, but the whole part is we're looking to white America to affirm us and try to, and that's never been the way it was or is.
No, that time came and went. Like, it was like in the 80s or something like that where we could have jumped up, but once we got clear and everything, but we just kept going back.
See, what the bigger issue is, in my opinion, is that once quote unquote integration happened, that was the argument should have came along with integration. Okay, you desegregate.
We want land too.
There it is. You desegregated, cool.
Give
me my money
and land. The
Give
40 acres. The 40 acres.
That the land grants that were happening right after the Civil War, and that happened for black people, and they gave.
See what people don't know about the Civil War. President Lincoln, he paid the South farmers.
Yeah, absolutely. He paid the slave owners.
Yeah, he paid the slave owners because of law compensation. Yeah,
he compensated them. Again, a lot of people. So he gave them
that stuff that's not written, but that's actual.
He
facts.
gave them reparations.
Yeah.
But we got to understand that Lincoln originally was not on the side of about. He was on the side of, okay, slavery is what it is. You can keep that going.
Boy, Frederick Douglass, what was he trying to ship them? He said send them to.
It wasn't Africa.
No, something closer.
No, it was one of these islands somewhere. Yeah, I forgot. It's on the tip of my tongue. One of the islands.
It wasn't the Bahamas. It wasn't Haiti.
Yeah, it was one of the islands. Like, hey, send everybody there. But Douglas got help to get Lincoln's mind on the right track.
Yeah,
I'll put it this way, and I'm going to say this, and I say this, and I got to give credit to Tavis Smiley, who I listen to his show all the time. Great leaders aren't born; they're pushed into their greatness. Mm-hmm. There is no Lincoln if there wasn't a Frederick Douglass.
Yeah,
there's not a FDR without Asa Philip Randolph. When Frederick FDR sat down with Asa Philip Randolph and said, "Hey, tell me what your people want," and then when he spelled out what my people want, then he said, "Good, now go out there and make me do it."
And there ain't no LBJ
without
King,
without MLK.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
People are pushed into their greatness.
Mm-hmm.
They are pushed into their greatness, and really, to be honest with you, it should have been that way with Obama and or Joe Biden. Let's take Obama off the table because I know that, with him, he would have, they would have but that's why it should have been with Joe Biden. Okay, bro, we brought you back from the dead.
Right.
You were dead going into the South Carolina primaries. And it wasn't until Jim Clyburn stand on there and say, we know Joe knows us and we know Joe, that you came back. Mm-hmm. You owe us, and he's
Breakfast Club too.
Yeah,
we got
you owe us.
Yeah,
okay, but we didn't ask for the right stuff. He gave us the I'm gonna bring in a black vice president. Nah, bro, that's cool, but that's symbolism.
Right. Well, you got to remember that's the same Joe Biden that wanted segregation in the schools, and wasn't he the one that was pushing?
Yep.
Clarence Thomas, the whole,
Oh yeah, the Anita Hill thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
He was grilling her.
The original with the Crime Act too.
Yeah. So
the crime bill.
You gotta understand, people go back to what they know.
So bottom line, at the end of the day, we should have been pushing him. Say, okay, bro, you gonna give your vote, but when you get in, you gonna pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act.
Yeah, which if we signed the executive order and cleared it all up.
If he would have done that, we wouldn't be in the situation today with them trying to do what they doing with the gutting the civil right, the gutting the Voting Rights Act. We would have been in that. We wouldn't have been in that situation. We don't lay out of an agenda.
Ice Cube did.
Yeah,
yeah, he came with his 13 points, 10 points. Yeah,
but people gave him grief though, man.
Right, because it's Ice Cube.
They gave him grief, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not seeing the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm. If they would have passed that, what's that immunity? What's it called? Qualified immunity?
Yeah.
They would have got rid of that.
Yeah. Quickly. We wouldn't be in this. That cop who shot Renee Good will be in custody right now.
And this, they don't understand. They worry about all the cops they just go quit. And it's going to be some people that's going to take their job because they go do what's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, we go walk out. Get the F out. So we can get the right people on here. Because
there are enough good cops that tell you that they hate that they're bad cops and they can't drop the dime on them.
Right, yeah.
Because that blue wall is serious when you're a cop. I get it. But yeah, so the bad cops will be the one that's leaving.
Right, yeah, get them up out of here.
They don't need to be cops.
Yeah.
An asshole.
But that's
bro.
Nobody wants to go through a big change like that. That's the problem.
Yeah, bro. You always get in a problem. You always gonna have a problem when you give an asshole a badge and a gun.
Yeah.
Something's good. Somebody's day is gonna be messed up.
Mm-hmm.
You get somebody who's a cop who couldn't be nothing else in life and pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
What you see and what's happening now, what they're finding out, some of these ICE recruits coming in, Proud Boys.
What's the one?
White supremacists.
Oh yeah, the leader of the Proud Boys,
bro.
And then they found out it was a pastor somewhere. He was church. Did you see that one? That church went nuts.
Yeah, bro. Bro, when that one they got on the video, the one ICE guy said the other day, he said, "Man, I love doing this. I'd do this for free if I could." Oh, that's a dude that. Oh, you in the knocking heads, bro.
Yeah, and what's the guy? You saw the one I showed you where the guy said, "I'm stopping you because
your accent."
Because of your accent, and the dude turned around and was like, you got an accent.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, man, that's insane.
Oh, guys, what kind of world we living in? And what just happened yesterday, ICE officers went to a damn restaurant in Minnesota, ate, and then came back.
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell y'all something. I like what some of these business owners are doing. You walk in with ICE, we ain't serving you.
Yeah. We got a right to. We got a right to refuse. Yeah.
We got a right to refuse service. And you ain't going to come in here and be scouting. Now, come on. That's
you saw that fool that they tried to go up in the restaurant and they pulled him back.
Oh, yeah. I did.
But you saw what the dummy did?
What's that?
Before he got in the passenger seat? He dropped a smoke bomb, a tear gas thing.
Oh, I didn't see that.
What kind of idiocy stuff is that? He wanted no harm or anything. He just did it just because.
They lawless, bro.
Yeah, that's insane. I looked at that. I was like, if that was a cop or anything, he would be brought up on charges.
When J.D. Vance got up after that shooting and said a cop was doing his job and they have total immunity, not qualified. He said they have total immunity. Bro, you just gave cats carte blanche to do whatever.
Yeah.
And America don't like that. Part of America, you're going to have your parts that love it, that bloodlust. But a majority of people like, wait a minute now, you going door to door. You going door to door in people's neighborhoods. You stopping people because they got an accent. Come on, man, something ain't right.
Yeah,
but guess what? Us black folks been saying we've been profiled for forever.
Right.
Welcome to what we've been dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when you didn't believe us until you had the camera with Rodney King getting his ass beat till present day. I love that cameras are everywhere. Everybody got a camera in their pocket now.
Mm-hmm.
But they trying to shut that down now.
Oh yeah, they be snatching people's cameras.
Oh well,
you saw about the kid. They took his camera and put it in the
pawn. He found it in a little pawn shop somewhere.
Yeah. Nah, they put it in the thing you take out the store to sell cameras.
Oh yeah, I mean
sell phones. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, what the pawn shop, bro.
Yeah, because he had to find me. It was an Apple phone. He had to find me.
I read about that.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's his.
Took his phone.
But Pam Bond is trying to make it to where you filming ICE operations is going to be a crime. They're really trying to shut this down, and people ain't going to have it because white folks ain't trying to have it. Black folks, I'm glad we're not taking the bait because we ain't taking the bait.
No.
They want us out there in the streets. They want us acting the fool, but, because that's what they want, because they want to bring in the heavy artillery. Trump said it. He said, remember he said it in front of generals? We want to use the inner city as a training ground. For our military. Now, what the hell that mean? So you want to use people for target practice.
Right, yeah.
That's literally what that is.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't in the law enforcement because troops ain't in the law enforcement. Oh, you want to use them for target practice. So one good thing, God got us. So God got us black folks. I'm just going to be real. I'm going to say the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
We ain't falling for the okie doke. Because we know that's what you want.
Right, yeah.
So we let our white counterparts get out there and fight because they need to be out there fighting.
But the same token, though, prayer with action, not just prayer.
No. No, we're vigilant.
Yeah.
We can act behind the scenes, but I'm going to be real with you, dude. What's happening now, and I'm hearing from some white groups, is that they're saying they need us blacks to help organize. See, we
ain't gonna fall for that.
But you gotta understand. They've always taken a play out of our book when it comes to protest, but they can't protest the way we protest because they've never been oppressed.
Right. Yeah.
So they need us to bring that swag and that vigor to it and that energy to it. It's hard for them to protest the way we protest because they've never been oppressed like we have.
Right. Yeah.
That's the bottom line. So now, matter of fact, I read somewhere somebody has said basically to the black community, "Okay, black community, you were right. Now, can you come help us?" Shit. Excuse me.
No.
Now you ain't gonna get me out there on the firing line. This, that, and the other. Yeah. No. Yeah. You need to fight. And I again love my white counterparts, but the ones who are allies and the ones who are actively in the fight. Let me just tell you what I'm telling everybody, and I told my mama yesterday. I'm not shaking. When you come up and you're white and you want to shake my hand, I know you. The first question I'm gonna ask: are you actively in the fight? Because I don't shake hands with people who ain't in the game. Because after the game is over, when you see see opposing teams shaking each other's hands, because they're shaking each other's hand because they're actively in the game. But those players aren't shaking hands with the fans in the stands.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not shaking hands with people who aren't actively
on the sideline.
Not even on the sideline, in the goddamn stands.
Like you're not playing.
I'll give you a knuckle bump because a knuckle bump is not opening my hand to you.
Right.
But if you ain't actively in this fight, if you ain't actively in this game, bro, I'm actively in this game. Bro, you in the stands.
Like the great Benny Siegel said, you shake my hand like a grown man, pounds for clowns.
Yeah. So you get a pound. But bro, I'm not doing that. And I'm sorry, I hate to be that way, but this is the time where you gotta, my white counterparts and my white brothers and sisters, you gotta pick a side and you gotta be active with it. You gotta be out there in this game and say, how can I be an anti-racist? How can I push back against what these jokers doing? Now, if I ever met Mackenzie Scott, I'm gonna give her a handshake. I'm gonna give her a handshake and a hug.
Right. Yeah.
You doing the ultimate. You putting your money where your mouth at.
Right. Yeah.
But again, Toni Morrison was your mentor, so I give the head nod.
Right. Yeah.
So like what we saying is that we got enough in our community.
Yeah.
But again, I digress on that. We'll leave that alone for now. But I get heated about that because it's simple what we're dealing with here. We as a community should come together and do what we need to do, irregardless of what they're trying to do to us. It doesn't matter what they've been trying to do that for hundreds of years. They can't stop us. They can't stop us. That's what makes them so envious of us. Because despite what they've tried to hold us down and everything, they've thrown everything at us but the kitchen sink, we still thriving. We still handling our business. Yeah. They know how strong we are. That's what they know the deal is. And the people who are complaining the most about, I'm getting discriminated against, because I'm white, this, that, and other, that's some old mediocre white dude. But let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
Some mediocre white dude, because now that the playing field is, you feel that the playing field is even, which it ain't, because I'm going to be honest with you. If the playing field, if this really was a meritocratic society, black folks would have a bunch of positions. Because we know what it is to be, we are always outperforming. We've had to.
Yeah.
We've had to. And they know. They know our work ethic is second to none. So you can say that we lazy, this, that, and the other, but don't project yourself on us.
Right.
We work work 250 years for free. We don't build something out of nothing. We know what it is to make $1 out of 15 cents. We know what it is to make $1 out of nothing.
Yeah.
And we ain't even been handed nothing like that. America's always been crapping on us. So I'm just like, I'm sick of it. So you don't get a handshake from me. The first question you get about, you a white guy, want to shake my hand, this, that, and the other? You in the fight? You actively in the fight? No, real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. Why can't I be that way? I'm not shaking your hand means that I'm opening my hand to
respecting
out of respect. No, I'm not doing it. It's the same like if you go to, my dad always said, when somebody shakes your hand, you can tell the type of person they are from the handshake.
Yeah.
I've had big grown redneck white dudes shake my hand like a female, bro. And a limp fish. Yeah. And I call them out on the spot. I said, bro, my wife gives a harder handshake than that. But you've already told me you don't respect me by a handshake.
Yeah.
So no, you're going to get a knuckle bump. Are you in the fight or not going to be in the fight? And let me be honest with you. Some of y'all who are alive who choose not to be in the fight, I'm still going to be alive, God willing, to goddamn call your ass out down the road when you try to redo history talk to your grandkids and saying that you were in the fight.
Yeah, I spoke up and
Yeah, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Like I be calling people out in the 60s. Oh, well, my family, I grew up in the 50s and 60s. You know who I'm talking about. I grew up in the 50s. Oh, my family wasn't racist. We didn't see color.
Family from Parma Heights, bro.
Okay, well, let's just say it like this. And you know what I say? I go along with him. I say, let's say your family was the family, the one white family who didn't see color. I said, did you speak up against the atrocities that would happen to black folks?
Crickets.
Yeah. Oh, so you're silent. Oh, you were complicit then.
Yeah, he cool though. Yeah, he cool, but the guys,
you don't get a open fast handshake from me. Let everybody else y'all do what y'all want to do. Mm-hmm. But if you ain't in the fight, you ain't in this game. You ain't playing on the field with me. Then guess what? You don't get no respect handshake. You get knuckle bump. What's that? Pounds for clowns.
Yeah, pounds for clowns. That's so funny. He came over with one electrician. They came over, saw us, and we didn't see that electrician no more.
Yeah, but I'm glad you. But I know that some of the people that person was working with ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out.
Yeah,
the jealousy.
Right. Yeah, when we moved out here, people were
seeing you do better.
Mm-hmm.
But and then got the nerve to say that, oh, them black folks that they giving everything, bro. We ain't been giving jack.
Mm-hmm.
We had to build this from the ground up because the white America and America wasn't giving us crap. You gave us chitlins and all kind of stuff and this and another. And we made meals out of it. Spoiled food. But now y'all eating oxtails. Now y'all eating what we created out of scraps. We know what it is. We didn't have the finest cuts of meat. We didn't have so bottom line is, does it sound like I'm a little militant? If you want to call it that, but I'm just like, I'm tired of the BS. We're at a time right now where the BS should be over. People,
should have been over.
Where you at? Where you at?
Yeah.
White people, where you at? Where you at? So I'm just like, if you ain't got no putting your money where your mouth is actively, you're a rich white guy and you ain't out here, let me go ahead and put into this black community, these age, if you ain't putting your, bro, if you ain't active, you sitting back, no, bro, okay, I'm cool with you. Knuckle bump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, at the end of the day, we had white freedom riders that came down here. Those are the people that those are the people I'm talking about getting in the game back in the 60s. A white person coming from the north to come down to the south, bro, they ain't have to.
No, they ain't have to. Yeah, we talk about that too, because
bro, that's getting in the game right there.
Because most of them were Jewish, and I don't know what happened.
Rabbi Heschel, all that the real. Then again, that's a whole nother conversation.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's a whole nother conversation because really, game recognized game. The true Jews, the true.
Oh yeah,
they recognize the oppression and they just push that to the side the way it is now. So, but that's a whole nother thing. But bottom line is, if you in the fight, get your ass in the fight. And people say, well, what are you doing? I'm black. I've always been in the fight. My skin color, I've been in the fight just by my skin color.
Right. Yeah.
So damn it. If I don't want to do nothing, but I'm going to I actively fight, but just my skin color, I'm in the fight.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I want somebody who has white privilege. And people get mad when I say that. But if your skin color allows you the privilege of not speaking out against atrocities or injustices, to me, that's privilege. That's white privilege.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to say anything. Oh, you got the privilege of saying that. I'm black. I don't have that privilege.
Man.
So what I'm saying, hey, look, this that old control, bro.
Right.
Because I'm just sick of it, dog. I'm not falling for the bullshit okie doke of some of this stuff that the Trump organization doing, bro. They just showing you what we've always known. I'm glad they doing it.
Yeah, that's why I always tell people I don't even have talks or debates about it. Like, cause it is what it is. Like, do something. It's at the point where do something.
Right.
That's why I be looking at Don Lemon, whatever he trying to do, all respect to him. But bro, do something.
Do something.
Like you telling us like we kids and you reading us a children's story.
Yeah, but
dude, I see what they doing. What are you doing to do something about it?
They're making their money online.
You get what I'm saying? Like you regurgitating like, bro, I saw that. Yeah.
But I got
Chrissy Noam. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that. I could comprehend that. So what's the plan of action?
Clicks and views is bringing money into the pocket where you don't have to do. You feel that by you just
and I don't
saying
mean just
something.
call him out, but it's like,
no, I get what you're saying.
Roland Martin, do something, bro.
Let's get out here, and
do something.
Do something. And
Yeah.
and that's what I said. Like Nipsey Hussle, people like, man, let me go ahead and try to buy this, and let me invest my neighborhood. Let me buy my neighborhood up. Let me show y'all a different way.
Yeah, exactly. Like
put your money where your mouth is.
Right.
And again, not everybody's got money, but I believe it's inherent of some type of bourgeois. Let's just keep it 100. The bourgeois. I got mine. I got all these letters behind my name. Well, what you doing?
Right. I told you, man. After I saw how much money they raised for Vice President Harris.
$1 billion.
Yeah, like within a matter of
you're
weeks.
talking about the organization.
All the organizations got together and it was like this Zoom link that went out.
Right.
Like went out to certain people and then it just started snowballing. How much money they raised for her? I was like, bam.
Yeah.
Bam, you could do. We could end a lot of education stuff. Just that. Why can't we do that right then and there?
Did
you raised like over like $100 million.
You saw that
in a matter of a day, matter of hours.
You saw that little older clip with Killer Mike and when he was on Breakfast Club and him and got
DJ Envy
going back and forth. Killer Mike was right. He's like, bro, it's like, okay, yeah, you're private school, this, that, and other, but damn, bro, you can do that. You can have that in your own schools.
Mm-hmm.
Why you need to go to a quote unquote white private school? Let's keep 100.
Killer Mike kids go to.
But he admitted that. He admitted that.
Yeah.
But he said, but he was realistic about it. He said, I can't do that by myself. I can't make the community because those great schools that we're talking about, parents are involved in those schools.
Right.
The teachers and the faculty just ain't gonna do any kind of thing because them parents are right there in their face.
Oh yeah, they'll be removed so quick. Yeah.
Again, I understand people in our neighborhood. They're just trying to work, man. They're trying to make stuff happen.
It's a whole rat
It's
race.
a circle.
It's a circle.
It's a circle. So why are they working so hard? Okay, this is an indictment on America.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is. It's a rat race. When we say it's a rat race or you're on the hamster wheel, that's literally what it is.
So you working 2 jobs. Your kid, probably a latchkey kid at the age of 12.
Latchkey kid. So why is a kid latchkey kid? Well, mom's working 2 jobs.
Single household.
Why is mom working 2 jobs? Well, damn, life is so expensive. Well, why is life so expensive? They're not going to. America's not going to go that deep because they don't want you to go that deep and ask why. Why is minimum wage still $7.25 an hour? Minimum wage, people say, oh, well, we can't make minimum wage $25 an hour. I said, fool, it would already been $25 an hour if it was linked to inflation.
Right, yeah.
It would have already been that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me? It $7.25 an hour and you're trying to work? But you really, it's the haves and the have-nots. They say, well, it's your fault that you don't have an education or a degree to get a better job. That's basically what they're penalizing, saying, well, look, that's your fault.
But now it don't even matter if you got a degree. This stuff is so topsy-turvy now.
I was just about to say, the degree is not that. That's a whole nother conversation. It's topsy-turvy. So you go spend the money to get a degree, you can't even get no damn job.
Right.
Now you got debt.
That's one thing. This Klan administration is trying to, trying to attack some of these schools. Like they putting like if the degree ain't gonna be worth nothing.
Right.
You need to get rid of it. We ain't giving you no federal money for you just to have some numbers and some more alumni. And you turn around and that degree, they get a student loan for $80,000.
Yeah.
But they coming out only making 27,000 something. They like, nah.
That math ain't mathing, bro.
They like, well, that's the one thing. Okay. I get
no, but that
Klan administration.
No, because I've always been on that. That math ain't mathing.
Yeah. Well, I told you, like the one of the administrators. I was about to say the whole thing causes a lawsuit. One of the administrators of one of the schools I used to work at.
Oh, damn.
They said, school wasn't nothing but a hustle anyway.
Ooh.
And that was a long time ago when that administrator said that. High ranking administrator.
And you know the reason why I agree with that? Let me tell you something. I agree with that. I've always said this. When they switched over and made the bachelor's degree the new high school diploma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you need a bachelor's degree to get an entry level job?
Well, my former neighbor told me, he worked at a major company out here, and he's over the IT department. Mm-hmm. He said the reason why they hire Indian people because what they learn in their bachelors, we done broke it down and make you learn that as masters. So it became a hustle. It's like, no, we go break this down. We go make these graduate courses.
Yeah.
Where they learning that already. So when they come in, they knowing that in 4 years.
Right, I feel you.
We done capitalism done cut it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to learn advanced cybersecurity.
They done chopped it up, so you got to keep getting higher. It's a money thing.
Debt. Yeah,
It's a vicious capital. Again, I don't have a problem with capitalism.
And that's the problem with education. It became
a commodity, bro.
Yeah.
It became commodity, just like healthcare became a commodity. Mm-hmm. It became strictly
all
about
stuff
money.
Will implode because it has to implode.
It has to. It can't sustain it. It can't hold its own weight. It's gonna collapse because people out here got no stress, ain't got no job, got these degrees. They can't get a job in the degree field that they got.
Yeah,
bro, come on, man.
It's like I see like these schools are these schools in Georgia and other schools too, man. They got all. See, now the hustle is graduate certificates. Now they talking about learn AI automation in 5 weeks. You don't need to go to no college to learn AI automation. You just go learn the program. But see, they trying to put it in a collegiate, trying to bend it.
It's going to be a commodity.
So you can have like a certain college name on it.
They're trying to make money.
But the people that know, the hiring people know, man, that's some BS. I'll go get a kid that and watch it on YouTube,
right?
And can demonstrate.
There it is,
and already has done it, and I can pay them a little bit less,
right?
Because they don't got Georgia or whatever college. Yeah, I'm like, man, these schools is really money makers, man.
It's a hustle, bro.
Yeah, like.
It's a hustle, and that's what
8 week certificate to learn AI automation and AI agents, bro.
I am not against higher ed. I've never, and I want to let people know I've never been against higher education. I'm against when it became a commodity and it became a hustle.
Yeah, and
you see people that literally, I know people that have degrees that can't find jobs in what they had the degrees in.
Yeah.
And so now they still got student debt. So now you paying for a degree that you're not even in that career field. Come on, man.
They should have what they have gap insurance.
Yeah, they should.
Like with a car.
Yeah, for real.
Gap insurance, like we can't guarantee. Then
Oh well, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I said this years ago. A Republican guy that I listened to, he said. With the high cost of school, he said, I blame it on Republicans. He said, I blame it on our team. He said, back because when we changed the bankruptcy laws, the years ago, what's the one thing you can't put on the bankruptcy?
Student loans.
You put student loans on the bankruptcy, the schools will be thinking twice. Okay, we ain't just gonna just throw out degrees like candy.
Right.
He was real talk when he said it. He said, I gotta be real with y'all. I'm gonna blame. I gotta blame our side because we didn't include that. And we should include that in it because that's going to hold them schools accountable.
Yeah.
That they going to have to wait a minute, let's not just throw these degrees out because we might not get paid.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look, it's a vicious cycle. I'm not against capitalism. Have no problem with it. I'm against predatory capitalism, which is what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
But that's always been America. America was founded
but
and
now
built.
You got these prestigious schools, not even prestigious, but well-known name schools doing this. Man, I was flabbergasted like, bro.
Well, but
you
know what,
don't need to go to no school.
But
just like you don't need to go to school to learn how to freaking paint.
Yeah, but guess what? I ain't mad at them because they getting on the ground floor to make money. I get it. I agree with you that, man, what y'all doing, but from a business standpoint,
well, yeah,
they looking at it like, man, let's go. We need to get on the ground floor and get our money. But bro, it's all about. It should all be about the students, man. Mm-hmm. It should all be in healthcare. It should be about the patients. You know what I'm saying? It should be about, like I say, in the economically depressed neighborhood, it should be about the people, helping them come up. Bottom line, I don't give a damn if it's economically depressed, white or black neighborhoods. They've been, it should be about the people that's in there. They're struggling.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's all about capitalism run amok. When you got somebody who can be the first trillionaire, which is, we know who that is, Mr. Chainsaw himself.
King Solomon.
Yeah, well, damn, you said it quite about loud.
That's the first trill. I don't know about this guy.
Yeah, but bottom line is, when you have the difference between what we're dealing with the haves and the have-nots.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man, bro. Back in the day when the CEO used to only make 16% of his employee, now it's 300.
Yeah, greed.
But then you don't want to give your employee a raise. See, that's how the come up came. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna keep getting my money as a CEO, but I ain't gonna give you no raise. That's why I'm surprised the goddamn unions haven't made a huge resurgence. But they've already badmouthed the unions bad, especially down here in the South. We right to work, but the unions. But I get it. Unions had the corruption, but the unions were started with a great situation. The reason why we got a 40-hour work week, unions. Mm-hmm. The reason why the child labor laws. Unions, they got all passed with with the corruption, but bro, they did a good thing. That's where middle class people propelled into the middle class.
Yeah,
you man, I might
manufacture steel workers, automobile
workers. I got high school education, man. Let me go work over a GM plant.
Yeah, work for GE.
Man, okay, yeah. Now my pension is set. I make good money. This, that, and the other.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that
work for the post office,
when the post
office used to be the job people.
That used to be the job, civil service.
Yeah, you go there, work there 30 years,
bro.
Be 21, go in, come out 51, be straight.
That's the way it used to. That's the way it used to be when people would retire in the military.
Yeah.
Retire at 20 years, get out, go work for the post office. You didn't have to work at the post office for 20 years because they're going to count some of your military time. So let's say you work at the post office 10 years. Now you retire from the post office.
Yeah, that's what my father retired from military and post office. Yeah. Double pension.
You know what I'm saying? We call it double dipping.
Yeah.
double dipping.
And my mom's still getting that. Mom, let me borrow $5.
Yeah, let me hold something.
Let me get some money for a car.
That's it. Yeah, stupid. I was about to say something.
And I'm gonna send her this episode too.
Give me Sandy back.
Yeah, give me Sandy back.
I give you Sandy back. Let me hold something.
Right. And I need more than 2,500. Yeah. Don't be sending the doggone.
I can't get no
clown car.
You can't get no clown car for $2,500.
Get something. You got my son out of Walmart for $2,500. Yeah. That take a 12-volt battery.
Yeah, power wheel.
Right, a power wheel. Yeah,
$2,500.
Can't believe she said that. What can you give to her?
Hey, Mom, let me hold something. Let me hold something, Mom. But hey, look, y'all. We went long on this, but we didn't go long on it. We did. I'm just saying, like CeeLo Green. I just had to get some stuff off my chest because if y'all are not fired up, our white listeners, especially our white listeners, and if you're not fired up like how I'm fired up about what they are trying to do to this country, it's going to land on your doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
Renee Good, bless her heart, and my heart goes out to her family. You needed to see somebody who looks like you, minding their own damn business.
Yeah.
To get shot in the face.
Right. 3 times.
3 times. And all of a sudden you see yourself in Renee Good.
Mm-hmm.
But before, when it was Lakeisha, LaQuanda, you didn't see yourself in that person.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line, I hated that. But guess what? It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Right.
There's going to be some more people that's going to get killed, and it's going to get to a point where y'all need to be standing up and everybody be saying defund ICE.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with that, y'all, we love y'all. And get on, like I said, get in the game or stay in the stands. I'm cool with you staying in the stands, but don't shake my hand. Pounds for clowns.
Right.
With that, control burn. We out.